Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. We've made it through another day. So grateful to be in the right headspace, and the state of the world in regards to these elections. It has to let you know that it literally is a spiritual thing. Besides when Barack Obama was running against Hillary, what other election over the last, maybe 15 years have obtained this much momentum? None. But one thing I tell you, wasting your energy just constantly debating, you cannot change a person's mind when they are set in their ways and they have their own vantage points, their own morals. People are going to vote how they desire to vote. But what I think is wrong is to be so demeaning, so disrespectful. So many black males are saying a lot of negative things about Kamala. Not a fan of hers myself. About just everything in regards to her, as far as is she really black, her time when she was a district attorney, she was in California. So the list going on. Kamala has a lot of negative things. Trump has a lot of negative things. But as a Christian, one side, okay, a lot of people talk about in regards to how Trump is regarding women. And my response is, you're right. Some of the things that has been coming out, not just now, even before, how Trump positioned himself via behaviors against women, completely wrong. But my mindset also is this: how many people are in leadership, whether you're CEO or let's talk church, how many pastors, how many ministers have cheated on wives, who stole money out the pot, all these things, and you still attend that same church, you still follow that same pastor, you still get prayer from that same pastor. The only major thing about Trump that I think is like devastating is him being a leader of the free world and taking important documents from the White House, from the Pentagon, from wherever, and having them hidden in different houses. That shouldn't be. That as a whole just shouldn't be. And because the way America is built, we're not going to put one of our sitting or passing presidents in jail. We're not. But let it be some type of deterrent. Hey, we're not going to put you in the slammer, but you're going to have to pay us, or you're going to have to be on house arrest or something. But no deterrent at all. It just goes to show you how deep and how long Trump's money go. So honestly, besides that, and then you have Kamala and Waltz, all they want to do is put in LGBT and kill babies up until 8-9 months. Yes, there's other things they've talked about. Well, not really. No, not really. Because you can ask Kamala a question and she takes you on a trip, and then the interviewer has to bring her back and say, thank you for sharing that, but the question was, Trump's not A1 either. The only one who has been up on their game as a whole is Vance. Literally, it is Vance. I mean, to the point, if they were swapped, if Vance was running for president and Trump was vice president, I think a lot more people would look at the election differently. But neither party is like a home run. Neither party is a home run. But if you're voting Christian principles, which way would you go? Which way would you go? Because here's the thing. As long as we have breath in our body, there is no human being at all that is perfect. No one will ever, ever stand for all of your morals and things like that. But you have to remember, you're not voting for a pastor in office. You're not voting for a minister, a bishop, a pope. You're voting for an individual who is fair and who's going to be for all people. But this country was founded on faith. And yes, a lot of things have changed, but just morally and ethically, a lot of things on the Democratic side, especially right now, like just even with Waltz, are you kidding me? Even for Kamala to say, hey, I use my power to make sure that trans can get sex changes and things like that. And then you're making the constituents pay for that? Like, that's a choice. Why do the taxpayers have to choose because a guy wants to now be a girl and vice versa? So I just really pray that people do not have the mindset of like, hey, I'm just not going to vote. By not voting is still voting. I'm not going to speak up, but not speaking up is actually speaking up. Silence is kind of like consent. So just really think about exercising your right, because if the government said that you couldn't exercise the right, you'd be the first one screaming. So encourage people around you to vote, and that's about it. That's about it. Encourage them to vote. Pray that they vote how God wants them to vote. In the end. The end. So yeah, that's my 2 cents for today. All right. Have a blessed day, everybody.